But that's not the only 20-year-old you should watch out for in the Premier League this season. Brighton signed a very exciting kid named Yankuba Minter, and you had better keep your eyes on him. Last season, during his loan spell at Feyenoord, he had 16 goal contributions in 27 appearances. Impressive, right? But here's the thing, with this guy, it's more than just the numbers. He is a very exciting footballer to watch, and we expect him to have an incredible impact in England this season. After all, we know that Brighton are good at scouting young talent, so if they spent 35 million euros on a 20-year-old kid, you best believe that kid is going to cook. Finally, we're pretty confident that Amadou Onana will have a huge impact in his first season at Aston Villa. The Senegalese-born Belgian midfielder was courted by some of the biggest clubs in Europe this summer, but it was Aston Villa who managed to sign him for 59 million euros. This is a guy who knows and understands the league, so you can bet on him making an instant impact at his new club. He's fast, strong, good with the ball at his feet, and very intelligent. With Aston Villa making a return to the Champions League, a player like Onana would be absolutely immense for Unai Emery's team. And if he was able to finish second in the top scorers chart while playing for an 8th placed Villarreal, surely you would expect him to do better playing for a top 4 club like Atletico, so keep your eyes on him, guys. But he's not even the only striker Atletico have signed this summer. They also got Julian Alvarez from Manchester City for 75 million euros, a fee which could rise to 95 million in add-ons. Atletico spending that amount on the Argentinian shows how much faith they have in him, and we expect that he'll repay that faith immensely. Alvarez is young, versatile, has an eye for goal, and has won all there is to win in football. He's also the Simeone type of player. He has a high work rate and always presses hard and high. So we've no doubt that we'll have a huge impact at the Spanish club. And you know who else will surely cook? Dani Olmo. He's obviously a very talented player. We saw that at the Euros, and we saw it for years at Leipzig. Olmo is skillful, tricky, creative. He will certainly be immense for the Blaugranas. And we're not just saying this because he had a good Euros and won the Golden Boot. Oh, no. Olmo has been good for years. Remember when he single-handedly destroyed Bayern Munich in the 2023 DFL Super Cup? Now, although Alvarez is a very impactful player, Man City will not be missing him so much, and that's because they too were able to make an impactful signing of their own in Savinho. The kid was the best dribbler in Spain last season and was also one of the best creators. He was one of the reasons Girona finished above Atletico Madrid and qualified for the Champions League for the first time in their history. He was named in the La Liga Team of the Season, and he's expected to finish in the top 5 in the Golden Boy rankings this year. But now that he'll be playing with the likes of De Bruyne, Haaland and Foden, and under the mentorship of Pep Guardiola, expect him to tear the league apart. The Frenchman was close to making the move to Germany as a replacement for Dani Olmo, who moved to Barcelona, but that deal collapsed, and Leipzig ended up signing Antonio Nusa for a fixed fee of 21 million euros. Meanwhile, Antonio Nusa himself was close to moving to Brentford earlier in the window. In fact, he'd already done his medicals in London, but the deal collapsed, which allowed Leipzig to swoop in and sign him. Let's start with the most obvious one, Kylian Mbappe. He is one of the best players in the world, so sure, he'll have an incredible impact at Real Madrid. He has incredible ability on his own, and he'll be surrounded by some of the best players in the world and coached by one of the best managers in football history. Everything is set up for him to succeed in Spain. He will definitely be in the race for the Pichichi Trophy, European Golden Shoe, and perhaps even the Ballon d'Or come 2025. Let's now wrap up with Michael Olise. As you probably know, he has since completed a move to Bayern Munich, but early in the summer, it was Chelsea who were leading the race for his signature. The London club were keen on bringing the winger back to Stamford Bridge, but the financial requests were too high for them, so they decided to back off. Are there more failed moves that we missed? Another player whose move to Man City wasn't a good one is Claudio Bravo. The shot stopper was one of Guardiola's first signings in 2016 in his quest to have a ball-playing keeper. Coming from Barcelona, where he'd been their number one for years, his resume was impeccable, but things didn't pan out for him in England. An error-filled first season quickly followed where he had plenty of issues with both his hands and feet, costing City games and eventually leading to a 4th place finish. Towards the end of the season, he was even benched for Caballero, whom Guardiola rated more. The very next season, the Spaniard dipped into the market again and acquired Ederson, relegating Bravo to a permanent backup. He would eventually leave City in 2020 after only playing in cup games and went back to Spain with Betis.